And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your contribution in this special roundtable discussion connecting Bangladesh to the global entrepreneurship ecosystem. Now it's the time to hear from our honorable chief guest, Kazi M. Aminul Islam, the honorable executive chairman, Bangladesh Investment Development Authority. So if you could give us short comments on today's roundtable discussion. Thank you.
Dr. Jonathan, Chairman of the Daffodil Group, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellor of this university, heads of various agencies and institutions, industry leaders, as I can see some, and my colleagues from the government agencies like Mr. Mustafiz Rahman, and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Firstly, let me thank Mr. Khan for inviting me and having me here. In fact, this has been very learning experience for me. I'd like to thank Dr. Jonathan for making it, because we have been looking forward to his visit to Dhaka for quite some time. Thank you, Jonathan. Entrepreneurship is something very, very critical. I don't know when Daffodil started. Probably even Daffodil didn't have any clue how significant this entrepreneurship is. Firstly, Daffodil has disseminated this idea, spread the message throughout the country. It resonates all around because Daffodil is the leader. And the other day I have been talking to UGC chairman. I told him, I referred to Daffodil. Daffodil has done it. Why not take it to other public universities as well as big private universities, so that we can have critical mass and have real impact. And particularly I thank Dr. Jonathan because he has been doing a wonderful job. We are yet to understand the value of getting engaged with a global network. I'll come to this point a little later. You see, as he has started, Dr. Jonathan has started with this global regional scenario. It's really interesting. We are living in an interesting time. People might give you a long list of negative things happening in this world during our lifetime, but the list of positive things happening around is equally big. And see, globalization has created so much of wealth, so much of opportunities for so many people. The other day, most of the people on earth were poor. About half the global population is becoming middle class within few years. You might say, well, lots of inequality is being generated in the process. Yes, it is. যেখানে ধান হয় সেখানে ঘাসও হয়. You see, growth comes with it. Not all blessings, but some curses also. Inequality is a curse that come with the blessing of creation of wealth to such a magnitude that we've never seen in the past. The question is how to get the best out of it. Look at Bangladesh. You see, globally there are many issues, as you say. Every instability, every problem creates an opportunity. There lies the importance of entrepreneur. I simplistically define entrepreneur as the one who sees an opportunity and sees it. Everybody don't see an opportunity, but entrepreneur does. And everybody doesn't seize an opportunity, even though it's there. Entrepreneur does. So far as Bangladesh is concerned, why are we interested? Because The country that made a humble beginning immediately after independence with $129 of per capita has reached $1,800 of per capita by now. We'd like to be an upper middle income country with more than $4,000 of per capita in 3 years by 2021. And within 2041, I mean within next 23 years, we'd like to be a country which is developed, high income country. At the moment it requires little more than $12,000 of income, and in 23 years it will require at least $15,000 of income. What a big transformation will be needed. What kind of enormous task would be involved in uplifting the society from where we are today to the next level. I always say, development journey is like going to the moon. You go to a certain level, then you need new thirst in order to go next level. Taking everything together, policies, rules, regulation, institution, whatever, all taken together, we get a development outcome. Bangladesh bela jodi bori, it's around 7.86 or 8% of growth that we have achieved, leveraging all these things. Can we go to the next level? In order to go to the next level, we need different things. কারণ একই জিনিস থাকবে, একই কাম হবে, ফলাফল ভিন্ন হবে, that's ludicrous. That will never gonna happen. You see, we started with labor-based competitive advantage. RMG is still more than 80% of our export and major part of our GDP. We have to transform this society from this kind of activity to high value and high paying activities. Ajker je entrepreneurs, the kind of entrepreneur that we have at this moment, of course they are necessary, they are creating value as you said, but not enough, because the tomorrow poses different kinds of challenges. You heard about fourth industrial revolution. Bangladesh's obviously dekhen, GDP is going up, export is going up really, really fast. Employment is not. What's happening? Because technology is making an inroad. Even RMG sector is having lots of technological improvements. Economy is structurally shifting. Further shift is possible only if you have a new generation of entrepreneurs who will base their activities on knowledge and technology. পুরনো আগের যারা লেবার বেসড ইকোনমিক অ্যাক্টিভিটি করেছে তাদেরকে দিয়ে আপনি এই ফলাফল পাওয়ার সম্ভাবনা কম। আই উইল গিভ ইউ ওয়ান অর টু এক্সাম্পল। You see, this transformation requires new generation of entrepreneurs, and that's why we're interested in it. And already in Bangladesh you have seen a few entrepreneurs. Pathawar kotha apni janen. It started the other day, it's third year of their operation. It's almost $150 million company at the moment, valuation. Look at the global trend. New generation of entrepreneurs are making difference in every society. We need to have that as well. We are developing. একটা কথা কেউ বলেছেন যে জন্মগতভাবে entrepreneur হয়, আমরা শুধু facilitate করি. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that entrepreneurship is in the gene. I believe that we can build entrepreneurs. কেউ বলে, I can't change the world, but I can change myself. I don't believe in that as well. I have to believe that I can change the world. What is world? World means me. World means you. World means us. If we change ourselves, we change the world. And that part of transformation has to start with the best resources that you have. Prithivite, everybody has similar aspiration. Developmental good, decent life, good job, comfort, luxury. সব দেশে একই রকম। But the path you take, path we take, depends totally on the realities on the ground. বাংলাদেশের যদি ট্রান্সফরমেশন হয় কোথায় হবে? আমার আছে কি? Human resource. I have to utilize human resource. Either as worker, then I have to develop the skill, or as employer, then I have to develop entrepreneurship. Again, some might say, well, you got technology, you get knowledge, you're home free. No. The future will be such that innovation will be the name of the game. I can acquire the knowledge that you have. I can adopt the technology that this gentleman has. But the innovation is always mine. It's unique. And we have to transform this country a nation of innovation and entrepreneurship. So that's the purpose. Deputy is doing this. What we need is to develop collaboration. দেশের ভিতরে collaboration, you see, we are developing in a collaboration. Somebody has mentioned a few illustrious names in the international arena of entrepreneurship. However, we have some people in NASA. Doesn't mean that we became, scientific society. We have people, but getting more connected means something more. Bringing about impact, bringing about changes, bringing about difference, bringing about improvements. That's what connectivity is all about. And that is why I look forward to the organization that Jonathan is running. And I told him that I look forward to working with you at the individual level as well as from the level of the institution. আমাদের এখানে কিছু হয়েছে entrepreneurs, আমরা বড় ধরনের একটা ফ্লাড গেট খুলতে চাই। I believe, as I said, everybody has fire in the belly. For me and for Jonathan or Mr. Sabur Khan, our job is to ignite that fire that the young people have. I believe that our collaboration with this global network will help us, because catalyzing, leveraging this network, I can benefit from the global experience. I can interact with other people. I can learn from the experience. As I said, problems are universal, but the solutions are always local. That's why learn from China or India or even Afghanistan, if there be any. But you create your own path. You develop your own model that really works. And I believe their global experience will help, which you can have this global network of entrepreneurship. তবে মনে রাখতে হবে, entrepreneurship আকাশ থেকে পড়ে না. It doesn't come out of thin air. You see, entrepreneurship is all about policies, as you heard. একটা পলিসি দিয়ে আমি কোন দিকে যাই, কি কাজ করি, কি খাই, এগুলো ডিসাইডেড হতে পারে। You see, policies might decide what I do, how I live, what kind of consumption that I have in my family, where do I send my children for schooling, ইত্যাদি ইত্যাদি. It's a very strong thing, and we have to use policy in order to create what we call ecosystem. What is ecosystem? Simplistically, আমি সাধারণ মানুষ এইভাবে বুঝি, whatever helps develop entrepreneurship is part of the ecosystem. It's all about policy, it's all about regulation, it's all about financing, it's all about developing the right kind of resources, it's all about education institutions like Daffodil University. You bring in as many factors as is possible. We have to develop this core if we really want entrepreneurship. Again, culture is a very, very important thing. I just told Jonathan, I was talking with him. Look at countries like United States or Israel, for example. This is a small country in the Middle East. You see, lots of innovation is happening in that country. Lots of entrepreneurs is coming because they have created a culture of innovation, culture of entrepreneurship. and we have to have it. সেই কালচারটা কি হবে? একটা young, when a young people talk, then I say, well, I'm a senior man, let's keep quiet, shut up. That's not the right culture for entrepreneurship or innovation. You see, you have to have an unapologetic environment where you would like to liberate the energies of the young people, their stored energies. পাখাটা খুলে দিতে হবে, মুক্ত বিহঙ্গের মতো যাতে আকাশে উঠতে পারে। That's what we have to do. Entrepreneurshipের মধ্যে ওই জিনিসগুলো আসে। What is the limit for an entrepreneur? There is no limit. Look at the sky is the limit. That's not true. There is no limit to it. You can go as high as you can think. We have to create that kind of environment in family, in school, even in places of mosque and madrasa, in religious institutions, everywhere. Let's create a culture of entrepreneurship and innovation, creativity, ingenuity, so that we really can unlock the energy of our young people. Anyway, আমি অনেক বলেছি, আরও হয়তো বলতে হবে, বলা যায়, তবে দু একটা বিষয়। একজন আবার বলেছেন বাংলাদেশের রিস্কিনেসের কথা। We live in a very unfair world. You see, so far as a few aspects are concerned, I just mention one or two. One is perception of risk. Look at Bangladesh, look at London, look at Paris, look at Washington. I ask you a simple question. Based on evidence, which city is riskier? London, Paris, New York, or Dhaka? Let me reframe the question. Which city is the least risky city? Obviously, it is Dhaka. Because, terrorism has been universalized. It's everywhere in the world, right? In Dhaka, we had one incident. There was nothing before, nothing after. Still, we have travel alert against Bangladesh from United States, from Japan, and from many. Look at London. I can count the incidents. Look at Paris. Innocent guy on the side of the road is being killed. Not to say about what's happening in New York. Still, according to many other, international community, riskiest place is Dhaka, where we had only one incident. And societal response, the killer's father refused to accept the dead body of his son. That's the sort of social response that we have. Unfortunately, perception of risk in relation to Bangladesh is much worse than risk in reality. It's one of the safest countries in the world, but unfortunately considered, less safe than it is. Anyway, all that matters. Even in case of Bangladesh, some of the major entrepreneurs are having funding from outside. Shahaz.com, for example, Patao, they got funding from outside. So our entrepreneurs are benefiting from the global entrepreneurial ecosystem. So let us strengthen that relationship, benefit as much as we can, and develop entrepreneurship ecosystem within the country, because without this, we are going to go nowhere. It is the young people, it is the entrepreneurs who will transform this country, who will build our future, who will build future Bangladesh. So I'd like to stop here. Once again, I'd like to thank Daffodil University for inviting me and learning from all the wisdom, knowledge and expertise that you have, also from the presentation that I heard from Dr. Jonathan. And I look forward to working with him. As I said, I believe all of us look forward to working together. As you heard about a platform that somebody says. Platform, as you said, It should be something for creativity, little bit of maths and little bit of chaos, but giving the best, out of it, rather than having something very stage-jacketed or formal. Let's make it something which is very creative. So thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the wonderful, thoughtful, meaningful, and inspirable comments. And one thing that I want to quote, that entrepreneurs can see the opportunity, and to that we need mindset, and I believe, and we believe that Daffodil International University, along with Jain Bangladesh Board, will create that mindset.
Chairman Mr. Sabur Khan for taking the initiative to organize this roundtable, and Daffodil University and Daffodil family for being together. And most important, the delegates and the industry leaders, I would like to thank you all for attending this roundtable. And I just want to point out, I made many points here. And just, I want to point out one thing, two things that actually were spoken by all of you and the chief guest and Dr. Jonathan. The first is that we use the platform of Jain to work together to build this link between the global ecosystem. And two things that were said: develop, improve, and support ecosystems by, now this is very important, by collecting data. So this is where the university can help in doing research to collect data on the successes of all our efforts, because a lot of efforts are going around trying to develop entrepreneurs. But as you point out, there is you pointed out, it's a very complex, and it was said by our chairman, executive chairman of BIDA, that it's a critical system. We call it critical. So it is complex and critical. So therefore we need to collect data. And this is where university can help find out the success of the efforts that are being made. And as you pointed out, there will be a lot of failures because it is complex. So keep trying. And the final word that I picked up tonight, it was focus on the opportunity rather than the gaps. Thank you.
Now I would like to request to the Honorable Chairman, Daffodil International University, to handing over the token of small appreciation.